Question. In general, people believe that Dhamma practice must follow the threefold training of morality, Sila, concentration, Samadhi, wisdom, Pañña. It must start with upholding the precepts in order to eradicate defilements of a coarse nature. Then, concentration is practiced in order to eradicate defilements of a moderate nature. Thereafter, wisdom is cultivated in order to eradicate defilements of a refined nature. Yet, Luang Por Thoon teaches to cultivate wisdom first, and then to cultivate morality and concentration afterward. It is a teaching that absolutely goes against the knowledge and understandings that have been passed on. I would like to know the reason Luang Por Thoon teaches in this way. Answer. Why do you even need to ask the reason? The scriptures clearly state that it is Pañña, Sila, Samadhi, that is, wisdom, morality, concentration, in the Noble Eightfold Path. You can look it up right now, in fact. That's what it says. Do you have the scriptures? What did the Buddha teach in the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta? There is no need to speak of anything else. That is what decisively determines what is right or wrong. That is, the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta clearly states that it is Sammaditthi, Sammasankappa, Sammavaca, Sammakamanta, Sammaājiva, Sammavayama, Sammasati, Sammasamadhi. You should read the scriptures. These are the original principles the Buddha laid forth. People must have some sense when it comes to contemporary writings about Sila, Samadhi, Pañña, or morality, concentration, wisdom. As practitioners, you must consider what is wrong and what is right. You must choose for yourself. This is called Dhamma Vicaya, investigation of the truth, or selecting the proper Dhamma. Don't believe simply because someone said it. Don't believe that the scriptures are wrong, and don't believe that the scriptures are right. To do so would put you with the Kalamas. There is a phrase that the Buddha taught the Kalamas. O Kalamas, do not believe what is in the scriptures. This is what the Buddha taught. Now, how is it that you are going to be like the Kalamas? Whatever is proper or not proper must be reflected upon with your own wisdom. The Buddha clearly taught that it is wisdom, morality, concentration. Changing it to morality, concentration, wisdom is something that was only done in recent years. Do not accept that. That is just for studying. They rearranged them in an effort to make studying easier. That's all. If someone were to uphold the moral precepts according to morality, concentration, wisdom, what would they use to uphold the precepts without wisdom? Think about it. If you were to receive the precepts from a monk this very moment, if you didn't have wisdom to uphold the precepts, how would you uphold them? Aside from the moral precepts, if you were to win the lottery jackpot and you didn't possess wisdom, what would you use to manage that money? This is what needs to be asked first. Wisdom comes before all of it. However, it is wisdom at a basic level. There are many levels of wisdom. Wisdom of a coarse level, wisdom of a moderate level, and wisdom of a refined level. However, the wisdom they refer to in the manuals is wisdom of a refined level. Normally, though, wisdom of a refined level does not just arise out of nowhere. There must be wisdom of a moderate level as its foundation. There must be wisdom of a coarse level as its foundation. Wisdom of a refined level will not simply arise out of nowhere. It is as I have already explained. Pañña Jnana, Vipassana Jnana, or Lokuttara Pañña arise in the final period, But for normal, ordinary people who are drowning in defilements and desires, it is impossible for this kind of wisdom to arise. Even if you hope and anticipate that it will arise, it won't. There must be this foundational wisdom, or right views, samadhi, and right thoughts, samma sankappa. What did the Buddha say about right thought? He said to contemplate often and yoniso manasikara, or reflect often. What does this mean? Reflecting often refers to wisdom. It is like I just explained about the 4 foundations of mindfulness. The 4th one is vimamsa. This is frequent contemplation or frequent analysis as well. This is all wisdom. All of the disciples who attained levels of enlightenment were individuals who possessed wisdom prior to attainment. If someone has never had wisdom before, when they listen to the Buddha's sermon, they will not be able to understand it. They are like a crazy person, a blind person, or a dead person. Those who listen to the Buddha's sermon and understand it are people with wisdom. If the Buddha talks about merit, they have to know what merit means. If the Buddha talks about how something is impermanent, they have to know what impermanence means. There must be wisdom to follow along with the Dhamma that the Buddha is teaching at each moment. This is wisdom. The Buddha did not teach, everyone sit down and meditate first. After the mind achieves meditative calm, wisdom will arise. Study the accounts from the Buddha's era. Which monks during that era experienced wisdom arising from meditation? There weren't any. In the manuals that teach the Threefold Training, there are. But in reality, are there human testaments to this principle? If there are, who are they? Which Arahants are they? They claim that, after meditating, wisdom will arise. You must examine the evidence from the Buddha's era. It is more beneficial than examining the manuals that have only been written in recent years. I fully oppose what they are saying. It is misaligned with the path that the Buddha originally delineated. The original principles were wisdom, morality, concentration. They were changed to morality, concentration, wisdom, which is wrong. In this era, people don't know how to uphold the moral precepts because they lack wisdom. They don't know how to meditate, and their meditation goes nowhere because they all lack wisdom. Wisdom is knowing in a comprehensive and broad, wide-ranging manner. It is comprehensive knowledge of your own morality and comprehensive knowledge of how to meditate. That is how to truly be in accordance with right concentration, samma samadhi. There's a lot to be said about this issue because people these days are attached to appearances and attached to theoretical knowledge or principles. When there is this attachment to theory and a lack of wisdom to contemplate rationality, this is how mental cultivation turns out.